When we found out I was pregnant, I had no idea what I was gonna do. My first reaction was like, I can't be a single mom. I actually ended up making an appointment to abort her.
The CPC is a ministry to women. It's a ministry for life. We're there not only to educate them about the baby and the development within, we're there to educate them about the gospel and that Christ died for them as well.
I have compassion for these women because I've been through what they're going through. Before going in to meet the women, my prayer is that they will see and feel the love of Jesus through me. They need to know that they're valued and that they're loved.
We are missionaries in Simi Valley, we're missionaries in Los Angeles, and we're here to bring the hope of Jesus Christ to these women. And we just lavish grace and love on them and let them know that no matter what they choose, we're gonna be here for them. We're there to create a safe space for them to process really difficult things that they're going through.
The women who come to the CPC vary. Average is mid to late 20s. They're usually single. Those who are considering abortion are confused about what's going on in their body for the most part. They don't understand the development of a baby in the womb.
If this is a crisis time for them, there's so much going on in their heads about what am I going to do? How am I going to get through this?
I had made an appointment with CPC just to see how far along I was because I just wanted to know.
So often a woman who comes in thinks she can't go through this pregnancy because of any number of barriers in her life. Well, if we can remove those barriers, we can give her hope and encourage her that she can do this.
I had no idea that I was about 24 weeks along.
The ultrasound is without a doubt the most significant piece of equipment or technology the Lord has given us in the battle for life.
Seeing Paisley on the monitor and hearing her heartbeat, I could not get rid of her.
When a young woman decides to choose life, that's the whole reason I serve.
I wasn't expecting to feel a sense of relief, to feel joy in such a dark moment.
When we're praying for a client, to be able to connect with them on a relational level and say, you know, I understand, I get it, I know where you're coming from, and just to be able to share the love of Christ with them, it's a privilege, and it's something that touches my heart every single week. We launched a mobile clinic in 2010 to go into the projects in LA every week.
So this is a CPC mobile clinic. We're going to Watts today. The women that we go to are very much in need of hope, and they very much need our services. They need to know that somebody's there for them, to support them, and that kind of is in the disguise of a pregnancy bus.
So we'll take a few pictures for our doctor here and then some for you. Do you feel that when the baby was moving? Yeah.
The community has come to know and depend upon the clinic to be there. We can see on average 7 or 8 women, but as many as 14 women we've had line up at any given day.
Serving sacrificially is putting somebody else's needs above your own.
A quarter of our faithful volunteers are from Rocky Peak. They're just the most compassionate, loving people. We have such a camaraderie, and it's just an amazing thing to be a part of.
Have you heard of the CPC? We give free pregnancy tests, ultrasounds, STD tests, and we do counseling and stuff like that.
The CPC is really a volunteer-driven organization with 5 part-time employees. We have near 50 volunteers who serve with us on a regular and infrequent basis.
There's something for everybody at CPC. We have our client advocates, we have our RNs, our nurses, receptionists, special event helpers, we have drivers, we have male client advocates, we have a prayer chain. We need people to help us clean the clinic.
It's important for people to volunteer because we need every part of the body to make things work.
You will receive more by serving at the CPC than you give. The change that you see in hearts and lives is enough to keep you going every day. Each day going into the clinic, I know we're going to make a difference in someone's life. It can be a difference for life. When a life is chosen for a baby, it can make a difference for all eternity. When a woman prays with the client advocate to receive Christ.
There's no doubt that God's using this ministry in a powerful way. We're not trying to force anyone to make any certain type of decision. We're here ministering to her heart. And we have to do that in a compassionate, loving, caring way, making sure that she leaves knowing that she's loved.
We want them to know that we're here for them, whatever they decide to do. We want them to know that we care about them. And that's being the hands and feet of Jesus.
I know that God's making a difference. He's making legacies through CPC, and the children that we see from our first saves 26 years ago are now rising up and having kids of their own and still coming back to us and talking about what God has done.
We've never had a client come back and tell us, I should have never chosen life. This is too hard. I mean, they come back and tell us, this is the most amazing thing that's ever happened to me.
If it was not for CPC, Paisley would not be here. And I can honestly say that. I had and still have a support system for Paisley and I. And that's all that mattered to me. I can't thank you guys enough. They gave me her.